Exodus, a Battlefield 2042 short film, is nearly here, and until then, we are going to be taking a journey through the eyes of the reporter Kayvan Bechir. If you'd like to catch part 3, I've got a link in the description and an annotation on screen. This is part 4, the third faction. The date is May 8th, 2042, somewhere in the Yellow Sea. OZ takes need to know to a whole new level, says McKay with a theatrical eye roll. We get our destination via telegraph with a fortune cookie's worth of intel. Then hold on to your butts, McKay says. Hence why we'd been floating aimlessly in the Yellow Sea for 2 days, waiting to hear from on high. Thankfully, there had been a steady stream of news on the wire to keep me focused on something other than losing my lunch. One AUN story in particular would soon intersect with this boat in spectacular fashion and shed light on OZ's machinations. At approximately 7:30 a.m., an executive assistant at Daesong Electronics made out with 10 petabytes of internal data from their headquarters in Songdo, South Korea, on a stolen corporate helicopter. The criminal responsible for the breach, an unassuming Korean woman in her 20s, was suspected of being a foreign intelligence asset, most likely American or Russian. They couldn't have been more wrong. South Korea's economy is one of the success stories of the last decade, just surviving, but thriving. However, one company deserves the lion's share of the credit, Daesong Electronics. Before the blackout, almost the entire world had switched to satellite internet. After that disaster in the 2040 plunged us into the dark ages, this earthbound ISP sprang up from obscurity with the next-gen solution they developed for undeserved markets. It was called KNet, promising to get the world back online without needing to repopulate the heavens with expensive hardware. By the spring of 2041, Daesong had 60% of all internet traffic running through its veins, which eventually flowed into the quantum data center in the heart of Songdo. For the US and Russia, intelligent networks infiltrating that trove of information would provide an overwhelming tactical advantage. What I didn't realize was that there was a third faction interested in Daesong, entrenched in these intel wars. I finish the news and go above deck for some air when I spot something in the distance. A flaming jet black helicopter with the unmistakable Daesong logo emblazoned on its side. Everyone reaches over the edge of the ship as the chopper crashes, when that unassuming Korean woman from the headlines floats down across the deck with her parachute. I'll come to know her as the specialist Ji-Soo Paik, the no-pat mole who infiltrated Daesong at OZ's behest. As Casper and Rao usher her below deck, my brain is firing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. After Singapore, I was convinced all no-pats were sympathetic underdogs, making hard choices to help the destitute survive. But here, we were infiltrating tech giants, beating the superpowers at their own game. Perhaps the conspiracy theories aren't all fake news. Tomorrow, we will be getting part 5 of the story, so do subscribe and turn the bell on to be notified. And today we got to understand a little bit about a new specialist, Ji-Soo Paik. Although we don't really know what she can do, she is probably a hacker similar to Rao, and if I had to guess, this is more than likely that specialist. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.